The Game Awards are going to be a must-watch for fans of superheroes.
Assemble.
What it do, Durag Nation? While Marvel and DC are struggling with their cinematic universes, the present and future of superhero games is looking bright thanks to a number of announced and unannounced Marvel and DC projects that look like they'll be keeping us well fed for years to come. And you can expect several of them to make an appearance at the upcoming Game Awards on December 7th. So I'm going to break down 8 I'm expecting to show up, and I'll be ranking them starting from guaranteed and ending on long shots. So if this video helped you out at all, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to help the channel grow and stay updated. But if it wasn't for you, change it to a dislike. Starting with guaranteed, we have Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. The latest entry in the Arkham series is a third-person shooter that has returned after a 9-month delay with new gameplay and story details, as well as pre-orders going live ahead of the February 2nd release date. At last year's Game Awards, Rocksteady premiered a trailer that also served as a tribute to the late Kevin Conroy, who will return as Batman one last time. So you should expect a brand new trailer again, this time likely teasing the free DLC characters. The next is also a DC game from Warner Brothers, Wonder Woman, the latest game from Middle-earth Shadow of War creators Monolith. We haven't seen Wonder Woman since the teaser trailer at the 2021 Game Awards, so there is a very strong chance we'll be getting an update, as the game hasn't faced any production delays, so should be targeting a 2024 or 2025 release window. I'm expecting a new trailer and some clarity on when fans can expect to buy the open world action game. According to a job posting, it will also have live service elements, but those probably won't be anything more than buyable cosmetics or post-launch story expansions. The next is a bonus, and that's Marvel Spider-Man 2. The game obviously has already been released, but the game is not yet done and has at least 2 DLCs planned. An update that will bring in these new suits, as well as New Game Plus and Mission Select. Plus, there's also the 2024 project Spider-Man voice actors Tony Todd, Najee Jeter, and Yuri Lowenthal have reportedly been working on, which is believed to be story DLC. Spider-Man 2 is nominated for several awards, including Game of the Year, so it would make sense for them to also use the opportunity to announce new content. Another Marvel game expected to appear at the Game Awards was also first revealed in 2021. Skydance New Media surprised everyone when it was revealed that Amy Hennig's unannounced Marvel project was a World War II era game starring Black Panther and Captain America, with a member of the Highland Commandos and Dora Milaje also available as playable characters. Amy Hennig was the writer of the Uncharted series, and this Marvel game had been quietly in development several years before that reveal, and we haven't seen or heard anything about it since that trailer. The Game Awards is the perfect place to update fans on the status of the game, which I think has a high chance of releasing in 2024. Our next superhero game is EA's Iron Man, which was first announced in September of 2022 by Motive Studios after being leaked by industry insiders months earlier. Unlike EA's other upcoming open-world Marvel game, Black Panther, Iron Man never received a teaser trailer. Iron Man is reportedly much further along in development than the Black Panther game, with playtesting for the game reportedly already happening in October of last year. So there is a strong possibility of a first-look trailer and release window announcement at the Game Awards, with the Iron Man game probably targeting 2025 for launch. The next game is from DC and it has the potential to completely dominate the entire event. Last year, it was discovered that WB Games Montreal, the creators of Gotham Knights and Batman Arkham Origins, were already hiring for a brand new DC game. According to the information gathered from the job postings, this was a single-player game being built in the new Unreal Engine 5 set in the DC universe. People immediately began speculating this could be a Superman game, something that new Warner Brothers CEO David Zaslav seemingly teased previously when speaking about WB's plans to adapt more of their IPs into video games, like Superman Legacy and Harry Potter. No information has gotten out about this game yet, but the Game Awards would be the perfect platform to build hype and recruit new developers to help with the project. Speaking of mysterious unannounced superhero games, EA still has one that has not been revealed yet. They initially signed a 3-game deal with Marvel, but so far we only know about Iron Man and Black Panther, with the third being a mystery. It was previously reported they were still deciding on which character to choose, but based on the decision to start with Iron Man and Black Panther, we can narrow it down. They seem to be focusing on Marvel characters with big name recognition they can build narrative-driven open world action games around in Unreal Engine 5. I think a game based on Thor or Blade makes the most sense for both Marvel and EA. Thor is a character with a tremendous amount of popularity, but fans have been disappointed with his portrayal in the MCU, so a more serious adaptation in a video game would draw a lot of interest. Thor also has a massive variety of enemies to choose from, and thanks to the Bifrost, the ability to traverse many worlds that would allow them to flex the power of Unreal Engine 5. Blade, however, is even more popular and would have the added bonus of cross-promoting with the upcoming MCU film adaptation. Marvel likes to put characters it plans to adapt in other media, like Kamala Khan starring in 2020's Marvel's Avengers, so having a Blade game would be a great way to reignite hype in their upcoming movie, which has been a production nightmare so far. A reveal at the Game Awards could give Marvel some positive momentum heading into 2024, where they will only have one film out the entire year. Speaking of struggling MCU projects, Daredevil is a character that many fans would love to see get his own game, and after this year, is looking very likely. A leak back in 2020 that partially came true said both Wolverine and Daredevil would be getting solo games, but so far nothing has happened yet for the Man Without Fear. However, Spider-Man 2 not only heavily teased Matt Murdock, but the creative director Brian Intihar also did so in several interviews, making it seem like Insomniac has big plans for the character moving forward. I also speculated that Ubisoft might actually be the studio working on a solo Daredevil game, as an image from a mocap session went viral when fans noticed they appeared to be recording for a Marvel project. Ubisoft denied they were making a game based on Blade, but didn't deny they were working on a Marvel game. Daredevil is long overdue for his own game, so I would be very excited to see somebody reveal him at the Game Awards, whether it's a solo game or a Daredevil themed DLC for Spider-Man 2. The last game, which I count as more of a long shot, would be Marvel's Wolverine. While it's true that Insomniac has shifted most of its Spider-Man 2 resources to this game, based on Sony's track record, I think they will probably wait to announce the next Marvel's Wolverine update on their own, either with a PlayStation blog sometime next month or at a new PlayStation event. They've done premieres at the Game Awards before, so it's not out of the question, but I would bet on them saving it for their own platform. There is actually another upcoming Marvel game that won't be at the Game Awards, however, we still have some exciting updates about it. I'll talk about that in the next video on screen.